We have the Paragould Rams up here on the stage right now. Coach Sloas, Coach Mathis, and three of his football players. Coach Sloas, if you would just give us an opening statement about this upcoming football season.
Yes, sir. I want to introduce my players here. To my left, I have Zach Rainey, offensive defensive line, senior. In the middle is Carter Starling, senior, tight end and defensive end. And at the end is a junior running back and safety, Nick Ashby, and then defense coordinator Mike Mathis. We going back to mid-season or week 4, first conference game last year, is when we found our identity as a football team, I do believe. The last 2.5 years, or I guess the first 2 years up to week 4, we were trying to spread it out and run the ball and try to throw a little bit. Injuries and lack of size or on the offensive line hamstringed us there a little bit. And we came in after a Truman game last year that we felt that we should have won after week 3 going into conference, and we switched to a double wing offense. And we learned something every week, something new with that, and with the size that we have this year up front and the strength that we have up front. As you read, that's our strength there. And the skill positions we have, we feel that gives us the best opportunity on Friday nights to win football games. The kids have bought into it. They put the work in this summer and the off season as well, and we feel very confident that it's going to help us on both sides of football.
Coach, one of the best games I've seen, especially last year, was the Tech game and y'all's performance. Talk to us about how that helped your off season and build momentum headed into the 2019 football season.
Yes, sir. That really did. That was a exciting game for the. It's a big game. When we go into the season, you make no bones about that's a big game no matter what. Whatever the records are, week 10, people talk about it all the time. That helped us through the season. And when we went to this week 4, we got better every week. There was 2 games throughout the season, Nettleton and Win game. We were out with 5 or 6 starters with injuries or whatever reason, but we struggled those games. But other than that, we averaged over 300 yards offensive game, which rushing the ball. That game, we saw that there's a lot of things we can do with that double wing. It's old school. There's nothing pretty about it, but it's something that we could have found. Like I said earlier, we found an identity that we can hang our hat on. It struggles at times when it's 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 1 and you don't have a go-to play. We've got those plays now, and we're going to keep that ball. And the new 40-second clock that we have now, we're going to snap that ball at 1, and it's going to give our defense a chance to be successful as well. But that was a big game for us, and it always helps going into all season when you win that week 10, the Bell game.
Correct me if I'm wrong, a 42-7 victory.
Yes, sir, 42.
That was and a lot of excitement. It was on Paragould's home field. If you'll start passing the microphone down, we'll just go into the individual players. Talk to us about the excitement and the expectations for this football season.
Well, me speaking, we're very excited for this season. We got a strong offensive line. We got some very skilled players in the backfield. And me as an offensive lineman, I know the dudes by my side, they're going to have my back every play. And I've not felt better playing a game that I know I have these dudes by my side. We all know that it's going to be a good season for us because we just feel really confident in our O-line and every single player that's on that field giving 100% effort. But it's going to be a good season.
Keep the microphone. I'm going to ask one more question. How has your role as an offensive lineman changed with the conversion to the wing T offense? I know you probably get to move a little bit more differently, a little bit more than you did with the old offense.
Yeah, me personally, I love this double wing. It's more physical with how our O-line's built. It makes it to where it just fits us better. We've gotten a lot stronger this offseason. I'm ready to see us move some guys around, and I know we're going to be able to move them around, and we're going to give that running back a good hole to run through this year.
A lot of people, even your coach, considers it old school, but I know the game's won and lost up front in the trenches. I appreciate what you do greatly. Just keep passing the microphone down. Talk about expectations for this year's football Rams.
We've got some really high expectations this year, and I know after the Tech game last year, we came into the off season with a new idea of what we were capable of, and it just gave us a whole lot more motivation. And all of us returning players, we've really been trying to get these younger guys motivated and bringing the intensity in the weight room and to all the practices and just trying to be the best we can be all year. And we're just taking it game by game, doing the best we can do that game. And then if that's a victory, go to the next one and worry about that.
Sure. Just keep passing the microphone down. Very similar, comparable question. Talk about your expectations, but he mentioned a little bit the younger players and development and your role as a leader there. Kind of expand on that.
Yeah, since being a junior this year, I feel like I need to try to step up. And since we don't have very many seniors this year, I can try to step up and be a good leader. But I feel like this year we have high expectations for everybody, and we can try to grow up and motivate each other. And the off season's been great, and the 42-7 game was just amazing for us and made a strong end of the season for us.
Coach, if you would, just real quick, we've talked a little bit about the team, but if you would just talk strictly about the offense and then and some of those key players, and then we'll transition over to defense.
Yes, sir. The offense, we start up front from tight end to tight end. You see a lot of the spread teams come in. We've got 5, but we've got 7 tight end to tight end. We've got Carter returning at tight end for us. On the other side of him, we've got a sophomore, Braxton Tilley, who's worked all spring and summer at tight end. And from on our left side, we've got junior T.J. Myatt at left tackle. Then we got a left guard. Right now it's sophomore. Christian Cox working in it, and Carson Hancock, 2 sophomores. But then senior Tyler Andis, which I've mentioned in the magazine there, he's started nose guard for us there the last 3 years, and had he's come a long way. Center's junior Trey Skank, and at right guard Zach Rainey gets a lot of he's moving every play. As Steve asked a while ago, he's going to be doing a lot more than he did in the past offense, but he's always going. And the right tackle beside him is senior Adam Lindsay. So we've got some big guys up front. I think most of those guys are mentioned, and most of them they're about as big as Zach right here. So I think Trey's our center, and he's probably our smallest guy on that front. In the backfield at fullback, returning starter is Braden Hines, and he's a junior, and Darian Norris is going to get some backup time to play for him because both those guys start at linebacker as well. And then Nick is one of our wing backs, and then we got Jamal Savior is going to play the other wing back for us. At quarterback, we've got 3 sophomores right now battling at that. Right now coming out of spring and summer camps, sophomore Dayton Sanders, who led the junior high team last year. He's a starting quarterback. Then we have Jamison Navault and Ashton Oaks who are getting work at that as well. So that is our only spot that we don't have anybody coming back that's returning. But this double wing offense, if he can just get them lined up and get the ball where he needs to go, and these guys will do the rest. So looking forward to it.
All right, Coach, and defensively real quick.
I really the defensive coordinator, I appreciate going the double wing quite a bit because, you can control what you do on offense, but defensively you just have to deal with whatever is presented to you. So I used to cringe some when we were in the spread. We'd throw it 3 times. I'd look up, there was 30 seconds was gone off the clock, and I go, oh, my God, we've got to play defense again. And so now, as we're trying to kind of milk the clock a little bit, and kind of gives us a much better chance, because honestly, most of the time we're out athleted in the games that we played. Although this year, Coach and I have talked a little bit, and I've been at Paragould, I guess it's my 11th or 12th year, I think, and this is the best, by far, athletic group we've had. We've got more speed, we've got more quickness than we've had since I've been there, better athletes. But defensively, we play this is our second year, play a 3-3 stack, and it's a little kind of an unorthodox defense, a little bit different. We feel we have to do that to give ourselves a chance, and we're a little bit short on defensive linemen, so that's one of the reasons that we play it. But I learned a lot about it last year playing, and the kids have, so I think we'll be a lot better than we were last year. We know how people are going to attack us and what some of the adjustments we probably need to do. we have 5, 6, I guess, returning starters last year. Several of them were sophomores. Nick and Carter are two of the guys we're looking for to step up and help us. Nick at safety, Carter defensive end this year, and I have a really good. I have the best feeling this year than I ever have being at Paragould, and I think that we'll be a lot better. I really do.
Coach Sloas, if you give a closing statement, please.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to the season. Like everybody that's been up here before me, and we put in the work in the spring, the spring practice, spring games, and then summer camps. And season's pushed back a week this year, so we've got to wait a little longer to get those pads on and get going. But this group has put in the time, they put in the effort, and we're looking forward to it. And our picks in the Hootens magazine, and we're going to guarantee we'll be a heck of a lot higher than that when the season ends.